Every sewer's favorite task. That's the worst part of sewing, having to make decisions.
It is so cold. Okay, I think it's time to go inside.
Meow. Hello, welcome! I'm really excited about today's video. I want to get straight into it. This last week I went to a couple of op shops and picked up something that I'm very excited about. I knew as soon as I saw it that I needed it. It does need a little bit of work though. Here she is. It is a beautiful pleated skirt. I wasn't sure if it would fit, but I also knew I was gonna buy it anyway because it's got all of these wonderful pleats. I knew I'd be able to kind of take it out a little if I needed to. It does technically fit me. It can get on my body. It's just not very comfortable and it's just a bit of a weird fit. I'll put it on and show you. It comes up just very high. It's just a bit of a weird fit. It's very fitted over my hips and stomach. It's just a bit uncomfortable. However, I think this is going to be an easy fix. The zip ends where the pleats start, which is I think part of the problem on why I find it so hard to put on. It's just a little bit tight. For me, I really enjoy when skirts flare out from the waist. So I'm basically going to cut off this entire top portion, make a new waistband, and call it a day. On closer inspection, I actually think this is a handmade skirt. There's a cat hair on it. I don't know if that's my cat or another cat. It just seems to have some hand finishing, a few things that aren't quite professional, but make sense if you're making your own garment. There's a lot of like zigzagging, and on the inside of the waist there is this tape. It feels honestly not very good, but it has been hand tacked down. It has come undone a little bit, but that's okay. It's got some hooks and eyes to close up the top. I think this is actually a very lovely piece. I was super drawn to it, not only because of, I mean, the pattern and the color, of course I love this, but it's heavy. I really enjoy when clothes feel a bit more sturdy, and lately everything has just been so thin. We're kind of in the trenches of winter right now, and I'm just so cold all of the time. And so to have something a little thicker would be lovely. Realistically, I think I can get this done in a day because I'm just going to cut it right where the pleats are, cut out a waistband, slap it on, add a zip. I do need to add a zip and I hate that, but you know, that's just the nature of this kind of skirt. It's kind of exciting that I don't need to like finish a hem. It's all done quite nicely actually. I've never done like a thrift flip or anything like that, so this is quite fun and novel to me still. But yeah, I'm really worried that I'm going to destroy it, but I'm going to try my best. A part of me wanted to add a pocket, but I'm not going to. It's like there's only so much ambition I can put into one thing. I haven't sewn in quite a while. I have some fabric out on my desk across from me because I was going to make a winter skirt. But for now I'm just gonna fix up this one. My hair is up because I mean business. Let's get started. I did realize that the first thing I need to do is unpick the zip because I'm going to cut it higher than the zip ends. And I'm not going to cut through the zip because I'm going to reuse the zip. Step one, unpick. Every sewer's favorite task. Why can't I find somewhere to get in? Start from the bottom, maybe? I feel really bad undoing this. Like, this is someone's hard work, or even if not, maybe it is actually like store-bought. But even then, it's such a beautiful thing to be undoing. But if I want to actually wear it, I need to make it something I'll actually wear, and there's nothing wrong with that. Rather than buying something new, I can use what already exists in the world. Can you tell I'm just like talking myself into this being a good thing? I was debating whether or not I'd talk while doing this because like, this is gonna take me a while. And I don't want to hear anyone say, oh, you put it ball down and run. I've done that so many times and torn the fabric. Sewing can be quite a lonely thing, and so maybe you're sewing. I know I like to watch sewing videos while I sew, so maybe we're here working on a project together, or working on our own projects together. Parallel play is what I'm saying. This skirt smells like a good country op shop. There's such a particular smell to kind of rural op shops. It just smells like closed up. And there's something honestly really comforting about it. I've done about 1 centimeter and I'm already hating it here. Hello, that took me longer than it should have. I've been just staring at the skirt, trying to work out how I'm gonna do the waistband. I was planning on like cutting a waistband and adding it. I'm kind of thinking I might just fold it down. I don't know if that's gonna look bad, but I kind of want to do it anyway because of all the pleats. To undo it, I'm really worried I'm gonna like ruin something. I should probably cut the tag off. The price tag. I got this skirt for $5. So even if I do mess it up really badly, it's not the end of the world. I think, how would it look? You know what, let me just see how it would look if I fold it. Okay, we don't need to make noise. I mean, I kind of think it would look okay. I'll just do like an extra row of stitching. That will make it look like one, but the issue is it will be quite thick. Here there is 1, 2, 3. There's already 3 layers of fabric, and then doubled over that's 6. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay, fine. I'm also just thinking about the fact that I don't have interfacing, which could be a problem. I was thinking I'll just take this off and use it for the waistband, but it kind of feels bad. I don't love the way it feels, so I need to make up my mind. Ah, that's the worst part of sewing, having to make decisions. What I'm thinking, so the pleats end here along this line. I was gonna cut it about there and then add a waistband, but I'm kind of thinking if I just cut it there, fold it in half, it is a little thick, but I don't know if I care that much. It'll keep it sturdy because I don't have interfacing, so maybe the extra layers are a good thing. Then there's also the issue of pattern matching, but that might be okay. I really don't know what to do. This is probably a bit too thick for a skirt, so I'm going to do a separate waistband. The skirt has been cut, there is no going back, and I immediately realized that I didn't take something into account. The skirt had darts, so I just put it on my body and now it's too big. So I need to work out where I'm going to take away. I was thinking I'll add something on the sides, but the zip's gonna be there. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm gonna sit on this for a while. I have a feeling that this is gonna be the thing that makes me put this project down for a little while. Like days, weeks, months. I do really want to finish it. I just need to work out what I'm gonna do. Maybe that means taking it fully in from the sides. Maybe that means adding pleats to the sides. We'll see. Look. Hello. It has been a good few weeks since I've worked on this project. I did put it down because I was a bit stuck, but I have fixed it and we can continue. To recap where we are, for me I guess, because you're watching it happen in order, I cut the top off of the skirt to make it a more reasonable length for me. And then I realized it had darts that I did not account for in my sizing, so it is going to be too big. I actually measured it this morning. It was 8 inches too big for me at the waist, and so I decided to just divide that and add a few little pleats. They are different than what is already on the skirt, so it's just these end ones, just one on each end of the front and the back. I didn't want to do this originally because all of the pleats were done super evenly so that the waistband would match the pattern. That's not going to happen anymore, not with these side ones. I think I might cut the waistband in 2 pieces so that the center on the front and the back match up and it just gets a little different on the sides. I'm not sure, I'll work that out. I am really excited about this skirt. It's freezing cold today, that's why I wanted to work on it, because I think a heavy wool winter skirt would be perfect today. I actually think it's the coldest day we've had this season. It was definitely the frostiest. I went out to the garden. This is a tangent, that's okay. I went out to the garden this morning and my cabbages were quite frozen. Here's a photo of a frosty purple cabbage. Anyway, I still have eggplant in the garden. Those plants are about to fall apart in this weather. Anyway, I've got this pinned up. That's what I have been doing just this morning. I do need to iron out the other fabric I've got, what I cut off the top. It's on my desk, I'm looking at it right now. It is so crinkled because it was pleated. So yeah, I'm going to stitch down the pleats I've made, just like a little bit at the top. It's all going to get encased, I think, by the waistband. Yeah, I'm getting excited about this. This is really cute. I don't know how the length is going to be. It is just going to be whatever it is, whether that is below the knee, on the knee. Okay, let's get sewing. Okay, it may have taken 40 minutes, but this bit of fabric, what I've got left, is ironed and I pressed over the pleats that I added. They're not great, but they'll do. Now I need to work out the waistband situation and then add the zip. The issue is I don't have any kind of interfacing or anything like that, and I feel like it might just be a little soft without it, and I'm not quite sure what to do about that. So I'm going to have a think and get going, I guess. I also don't know what width the waistband should be. I was planning on it being the size of like 1 row kind of thing. I'm trying to think of what I can do instead of interfacing. I might do some Googling and work something out. And if I don't, I'll just wait until I'm back at the fabric store to pick up some interfacing. Okay, I have a little piece that has come off when I cut it. It was a bit uneven, so I'm going to do a burn test. I have a metal tub here just in case. I've done this before. Did I burn myself really badly one time? Yes. But that's because I thought I was working with cotton and it was in fact polyester. So just a big blob of melted plastic landed on my hand. It's fine. Okay. I feel like this would be easier if I had more hands. But my guess is this is going to be like cotton or wool. I'm hoping it's not polyester. It might be. I'm scared. Ooh, that. There is natural fibre in it, but there is also, oh, I don't know if it's polyester or if it just burnt, because it is very like, ooh, did that smell like hair just then? Hang on, let me burn more. It smells like hair. I'm hoping I didn't burn my own hair, but that would mean it's wool. Right? Okay, that smells like burning hair. There is wool in this. Is that, I can't tell, because it has clumped up, and I can't tell if that is the plastic melting or if it's just burning up. Yeah, that just crumbled under my hand. Like, I'm covered in like charcoal now. So I think it's probably a cotton wool blend, covered in it now, it smells, with maybe a bit of acrylic or something. Oh well, that was informative, and now I will continue. Hello. I have had this roll of Calico for many years. Pre-pandemic, or maybe at the start of the pandemic, I got into embroidery, and I guess I thought I was going to be way more into it than I was. I don't know what was going on. But I did buy a bolt of Calico, and I guess now's the time to use some of it. I actually do have plans for this. I want to, one, make an apron, because I've ruined way too many clothes at work. That's a whole other story. But I want to make like tote bags and things. But for now, I'm going to use this as interfacing, I guess. It's not super stiff, but it should add something. I did a little more research and thinking on the burn test. I'm pretty sure it's mostly wool. This room stinks like burnt hair. I had the window open. Again, freezing cold day, had to have the window open. It smelled so bad. But yeah, I think it's mostly wool, maybe a bit of cotton, maybe a bit of like acrylic or something. But yeah, mostly wool, which is exciting. Better quality, good for winter. You can kind of tell by touching it that it's wool. But yes, I'm going to work out the size of my waistband, cut it out of the fabric and out of the calico. I just hit my toe and then get going. I'm doing this instead of getting actual interfacing because I really want to do this skirt. I want to finish it. I want it to be done. While I'm excited about it, I just want to keep going. Okay, cool. I did kind of toy with the idea briefly of maybe adding a pocket, but that's honestly more work than I'm willing to do right now, and I can do that in the future if I so desire. I do not currently desire. I was thinking about doing one of those little patch inside pockets. I don't know what these things are. There was one on my school skirt. My school uniform involved a kilt, and in said kilt, right at the front, there was just a little pocket on the inside that would just flap there. And honestly, that might work for this. I'm gonna finish the skirt, and if I feel like it, I'll add what we used to call pad pockets because they were the perfect size for a pad. Anyway, moving on, let's sew. All of a sudden, I'm like really nervous to do this because now I actually have to cut things again. Ah. Okay, I was just ironing the waistband and I actually think it might be stiff enough on its own. I ended up doing it a little differently than I planned. I had cut it out and there were basically, I don't want to open it, but I've got my like two sides. One side just folded for like the seam. The other side is a full length though. So there is an entire length of fabric in between. I think that's going to be enough. I think that adding the calico might be overkill and make it a bit chunky. So I am just leaving it as it is and then attaching it, I guess. Lining it up is going to be difficult and I messed up a little bit where I stitched the two pieces together. It's fine. Yeah, continuing on. I have been pinning the waistband on and I did the math wrong. Well, not the math. I didn't pay close enough attention. Where the side panels meet, there is a square and a half worth together. So the back half of the waistband is not going to line up with the rest of the skirt. I kind of sat here for a while thinking about whether I should basically try and make a new waistband. I'm not going to. It's okay. They don't need to be perfectly aligned. It's not something I'm that worried about, and it's going to be on the back. I don't care. I don't even know if I told you about the issue I was having. My waistband was too short because of that bit that was like 1.5 squares rather than 1. I guess I just didn't, I don't know where I went wrong to be honest, but my waistband ended up being like a centimetre too short. So I have attached a new piece, much longer than it needs to be, but I thought I'll just add it and cut it once it's all attached. At least then there'll be enough to tuck away. So yeah, it's not lining up with a pattern. I don't care at this point. But yeah, hopefully this will go smoothly. I'm nearly done. After that, there's just the zip. I'll probably add a hook and eye. I've got the ones that I took off the skirt. Yeah, this is exciting. It's all coming together. I'm hoping to get it done today, but we will see. I feel like everything keeps going wrong, but I think I'm almost done. I'm very excited. The waistband is on. I'm going to go hold it up to myself in the mirror. I left about an inch on each side, kind of like there, unstitched, so that I can put the zip in and sandwich it in. I hate zips. That's going to take me ages to actually get it in, but I'm gonna go try it on. I'm very excited. Hopefully it fits, but I'm gonna go have lunch and I'll be back later to finish. I am a little bit obsessed with it. I just like held it up in the mirror and it's so much nicer than I even expected. I'm so excited. I'll see if I can set you up to see properly. I love it. Hello, I am back. All that's really left to do is to add the zip. I don't know how to add zips. I'm using the one that was originally in the skirt, so I'm not using really any new materials. I've kind of checked, made sure it worked pretty smoothly. I think it's fine. The only issue here is actually getting it in. I've never successfully done a zip, but I'm gonna try. Ha. The zip is in. I'm so excited. Look at this. It's not perfect. It's far from perfect, but it does the job. I need to like try and iron the fabric down over the top of it. Oh, it's so wonky when you look close. It's fine. All that's left to do is to cut down the waistband, close it up, add the hook and eye, and then I'm done. I'm gonna go and do that, and I will see you back here for the reveal. I'm so excited. I'll stop now. Hi honey, just give me 2 minutes, okay? There we have it. A thrift flip. A new skirt to add to the collection. I just spent a not insignificant amount of time out in the cold on what might be the coldest day of the year. Let's wrap this up. This was the first time I've ever successfully flipped something. I'm sorry if you can hear some little footsteps in the background. My cat is on my desk. Okay, excuse me tucked away in the corner. The light is all funny. My cat is also here. She desperately wants some attention. Let's wrap this up. This was my first ever successful thrift flip. I've never taken something and altered it to this level. I know this isn't the craziest alteration ever, but the most I've ever done is like hem something. So this is really exciting to me. I love this skirt. I was a little worried about the length, but I am actually really happy with it. I like my skirts a little longer. It is also really lovely and warm. Though my burn test may have been inconclusive, I am pretty sure it is at least mostly wool. It smells like wool. Oh wow, it's also about to be so covered in cat hair. I'm really happy with this skirt. I'm really proud of this project. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have a lot of sewing videos planned. This is one of the first ones I'm filming. I am really proud of how well the zip went in. I think it might be my best one yet, which isn't saying much because I'm really bad at doing zips, but I'm just really happy and excited. I think this skirt is going to have a really important place in my wardrobe. I don't have anything like it. I'm just so happy. Oh, and my body's just finally warming up from being outside. But yeah, that's all from us today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can like it. It lets me know what kind of content you want to see me making. What do you think of this kind of skirt? Is it too old lady? Is it not? Is it towing the line in that kind of cool way? Let me know. But that's all from me today. You can subscribe, I upload weekly, and I will see you next time. Bye. I'm so happy with this skirt. You have no idea. I can't even put it into words. I'm getting warm now. I should take this coat off. Is this not the best coat ever? Are you not jealous of my coat? I'm so excited.
For the video. Brave the cold. Okay, I think it's time to go inside.